This is Eagle 102 KJFM, Louisiana Bowling Green. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102. Area high school basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
Welcome to Bowling Green High School, the James A. Wilson Gymnasium. Jim Ross, Marianne Everhart. It's opening night for the men.
It is. It's going to be a good one. We've got an EMO conference matchup for you this evening. Number 2 Clopton Hawks taking on number 7 Ellsbury Indians.
Should be a good matchup. We'll be on the radio, simulcasting with the video here. Mark will have the opening round game between the number 1 seed Winfield Warriors and the Silex Owls. That'll be on video, and then we'll flip-flop. We'll go to video for our second game, which will be the number 3 North Callaway versus number 6 Van Far, and Mark will have the dual broadcast between, which should be a really good game, between Louisiana and Bowling Green, the 4-5 seed, who met already this year, and that was an overtime game.
That's right. So we'll see where they pick up. We'll talk about it more during the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show next here on Eagle 102.
Every game, every night of this year's Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Brought to you by All Parts, Bowling Green Lumber, Sun Window Company, Abel's Quick Shops, and Pike County Title Company.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
This is Tracy Brookshire with the Pike County Health Department. With community transmission cases increasing in Pike County, it's becoming more difficult for healthcare providers to contact positive cases the same day these results are received. The state of Missouri has mandated that we prioritize first the investigations for school exposures, individuals 65 years and older, and cases associated with long-term care facilities. Those that do not fall into those categories will likely experience a delay in initial contact. Therefore, we have made some changes with our calling procedures to help streamline and make our calls more efficient. It is critical that if you have received a positive result or know you have been exposed to someone with COVID-19, you need to begin a 14-day quarantine starting from when your symptoms began or the last day of exposure to the positive case. Your patience awaiting your initial call from our office is very much appreciated. Visit our dedicated COVID page on our website, pikecountyhealth.org, for more information.
Bowling Green Insurance is here to serve all your insurance needs. Bowling Green Insurance offers companies to cover your farm, home, auto, and crop needs. Give Bowling Green Insurance a call today to get a quote. 573-324-CROP.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Well, it's always interesting, Marianne, when you get a bunch of big bodies in the small gym.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of conversation, you, Mark, and I, when we first got here about some of the old times here in this old gym, and we could see more of that fun tonight. These two teams met back in December. Clopton won that 50-42, and you mentioned a little bit of a grudge match maybe with Gabby Hill, who played at Ellsbury for 3 years and transferred to Clopton this year. This will be the first time they've met on the basketball.
It will be the first time, and of course, not only that, then of course these two teams co-op together.
Well, it won't be the first time. It'll be the first time in this tournament.
Yes, but
Gabby was hurt back in December, I think, and I'm not sure he played in that game. Clopton on a 3-game winning streak. Their final win, or last win, I should say, was Friday night. They handled North Callaway, the number 3 seed in this tournament, pretty handily, 62-42. Ellsbury's lost 3 out of 4. However, they won their last game on Friday night, 76-75.
Sorry, we're getting some things straightened out.
I understand. Y'all are working on the lineups.
So we'll get those straightened out as well. So we're good to go.
You'll get that straightened out.
We will.
So this should be a good game. It'll be a little contrast in styles as Ellsbury's had trouble scoring points this year. They scored 76 on Friday night, so that's a bunch. Clopton has a tendency sometimes to play down to their competition. We'll see if they can get past that tonight. They come in as the 2 seed and Ellsbury as the 7 seed. And so it should be a good game here from the middle school gym, as they call it these days. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with Keys to the Game after this on Eagle 102.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102. Brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, B&B Automotive, Center Locker Service, Nutrien Ag Solutions, and Orff Construction.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Show off your school pride today with the Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Every time you use your Bulldog debit card, Bank of Louisiana will make a donation to the Louisiana School District. Stop by the bank today and get your new Bulldog debit card so you can start supporting the teachers and students with every swipe. The Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate in Louisiana.
Well, keys to the game aren't going to be anything unlike what we always talk about, Marianne. Take care of the basketball, make your free throws. For Ellsbury, they've got to find scoring, and they've been getting a lot of scoring out of Caden Kinsler as of late.
Well, I tell you what, he definitely is a hot spot for them, which is something that Clopton's going to have to keep in mind tonight. They're going to have to find ways to keep him away from the bucket at all times. One of the things I noticed when Clopton played North Callaway, Gabriel Hill was a big factor underneath the basket, and I'm not sure if Ellsbury has the lineup to keep him contained.
Well, Clopton has a tendency to have trouble shooting from beyond the arc, and so I'll be curious to see if Coach Caleb Johnson wants to play zone against him tonight and force him to shoot it from the outside and see what happens. Clopton wants to control pace normally. They don't want to go up and down if they can help it because they're going to have the bigger club. Where Ellsbury is going to want to push the pace if they can. So we're going to have a little contrast in styles there. And so in this small gym, it can get wild and woolly, and we would expect it to be exactly that.
The nice part is unlike the old gym over at Clopton, you have a little bit of a baseline here in this gym, but not a lot.
Although we found out last night, young Miss Dow from Ellsbury found out that wall right there is cinder block, and it doesn't move. She ran into it.
I hate to break it to her, my son was nice enough to punch that little padding there.
Broke his hand?
It did.
Yeah,
so,
that's nice.
I didn't say that he was the bright one in the family, but no. So, yeah, that cinder block, it doesn't move, and it is hard if you beat up against it. So, the difference here is there's no sideline hardly at all as far as there. I mean, you got enough room for your chairs, but that's about it.
But on the other side, they've moved
all kinds of room.
Yeah, they've moved those bleachers back, and twice we had players going down the sideline thinking they had room because you're used to the bleachers being close, and we're actually running out of bounds and caught the ball. So we'll see how many times that happens tonight as well. That's going to do it for the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show. We'll be back with the Community State Bank starting lineups in your opening tip after this on Eagle 102.
Every game, every night of this year's Bowling Green Invitational Tournament, brought to you by Louisiana Auto Sales and Rentals, A Taste of Philly, Airco Convenience Centers, Magruder Limestone Company, and One Multi-Sports Complex.
This is Kyle Schurter, Assistant Vice President at Community State Bank of Missouri. We offer a variety of loans to meet your needs. Whether you're looking for a conventional loan or a HELOC or an FHA, VA, or USDA loan, give us a call. We have some of the best rates around. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
Welcome back to the middle schools. We're about ready to go here. There's Community State Bank starting lineups. Let's tell you about the Ellsbury Indians. They are the number 7 seed, come into tonight's game 4-10. 4 actually matches their number of wins for all of last season, so they're making progress under second-year head coach Caleb Johnson, and they've got a couple COVID casualties tonight, so they'll have a shorter bench than we're used to seeing. Starting for them, a 5'9" sophomore, number 2, Bryce Irving, a 5'10" junior, number 5, Eli Gladney, a 6'2" sophomore, number 10, Kyle Turnbull, a 5'9" sophomore, number 11, Caden Kinsler, and a 5'8" sophomore, number 12, Gavin Reller. So it'll be Irving, Gladney, Turnbull, Kinsler, and Reller, a bunch of underclassmen, as they only have one senior on the line in the lineup tonight for head coach Caleb Johnson. For these Clopton Hawks, the 2 seed in the tournament, they're 14-3 on the season, and they'll start a lineup laden with upperclassmen. A 6'2" senior, number 1, Daniel Harvey. A 6'2" junior, number 33, Mason Street. A 6'4" senior, number 34, Gabriel Hill. A 6'1" senior, number 42, Riley Walker. And a 6'2" senior, number 44, Zach Evans. So it'll be Hardy, Street, Hill, Walker, Evans. Head coach is Tony Francis, and you told me they're coming up on his 20th anniversary of taking the Silex Lady Owls to the state championship. So a milestone for Coach Francis.
Yep, I can't wait to talk to him a little bit about it. He and I chatted about it at Clopton last week, and was kind of reminiscing some of that. That was actually the first ever state game I'd ever covered and ever been to. And it happened to be St. Patrick's Day. Of course, the Silex is green and white, and of course New Haven was there. Their girls had just won, so it was pretty exciting times.
Ellsbury in their road reds, black numbers, white trim. Clopton, the home team, in their whites with black numbers, red trim. It'll be Harvey and Turnbull to jump center. Clopton on the move from our left to our right on your radio dial. We're on the stage opposite the bleachers, only bleachers on one side here at the old high school gym for those of you old-timers. And Clopton controls the opening tip. They've got Evans at the point to start. That's kind of interesting. Ellsbury comes out in his own.
He's been back running the point. Started that last Friday as Harvey is in the corner that you can't hardly see.
They get it underneath to Walker. His shot's off the mark, no good. Rebound put back by Street. It's no good, and Ellsbury away with the rebound. That's Gladney into the front court. Now to Reller. Reller back to Gladney. Clopton in a man-to-man. That's what they normally do. Irving in the corner now. Irving get a start for Ellsbury here tonight. Gladney still has it to Reller. Reller drills to the left wing. He'll pull up from 16. It hits nothing. Evans catches a loose ball. They'll head the other way. Harvey into the front court. Doesn't take long to get to the other end for these big guys. Evans in the short corner now, tries to force it inside, throws it away. First turnover of the game on the Hawks. Back come the Indians, and it's going to go off the foot of...
Oh, they're going to say off of Walker. So it's going to stay with Ellsbury along that baseline as they have the cheerleaders part ways like the Red Sea down there to make room.
Not everybody brings cheerleaders. Ellsbury's got a boatload of them, but they aren't here tonight. So they've maintained possession. Irving's going to shoot the three. Left wing, it's off the mark. Harvey with the rebound. We played a shade over a minute. Nobody scored yet. Hill, right wing to Walker. Back to Evans. Evans fakes the shot. Skip pass over to Harvey from 3, left wing. Off the mark, hits nothing. Back-to-back air balls by the respective teams. So this small gym, it takes a little getting used to with the backdrop being close. And they'll get it untracked eventually. Ellsbury passes it back and forth amongst the guards. Riller has it right wing now to Irving in the corner. They'll keep a close eye on Kinsler. As I told you, he's been their main scorer. In fact, I think he had 35 on Friday night.
I think you are correct.
Against the St. Louis Knights, which is a homeschool team. 76-75, Ellsbury won that.
Well, we know Kinsler was part of the KJFM Eagle 102 All-Tournament team down at Clopton this year, too, for his play.
Turnbull got it in the post, had a little bunny hop in there as he tried to drop step to the hole, whistled for the travel. First turnover on the Indians will give it back to the Hawks as we give a short break to Gavin Reller to tie his tennis shoe.
Isn't it amazing, though, how just the walls where they're at here in this gym makes the gym itself feel so small? When I mean, you know that this is the same size court in every other gym.
And when this wall was gone on the, what would that be, the west end, it seemed big.
Yeah, it did. Those wooden bleachers were the best.
Inside the Hill, he's got it. Spin move to the hole, in and out, no good. Walker with the offensive rebound. He'll kick it out, and they'll reset it now. Harvey had the key, right wing to Evans. Down the short corner to Hill on the right side. And he's going to, well, they're going to call a foul on Gladney, and Hill got away with a forearm shiver to Gladney's chin.
Well, I was going to say, when he, Phil Yezel kind of showed that, he showed the shove off.
Actually, it was Kinsler. I get those two mixed up. They look alike. And the first foul on
Kinsler.
Caden. Hawks have it after the inbounds. Working around against the 2-3 zone. Evans going to penetrate in, kicks it back to Street. Street in on the right wing. Now skip pass over to Harvey. Harvey penetrates in, gets it to Hill in the post. He'll give it to Walker, cutting back door, and it's swat away by Turnbull. That goes out of bounds. Good defensive play by Kyle Turnbull, and the Hawks will have it underneath their own basket. We put it down to 5-17. They get it into Hill. He's open from 8. It's off the mark. Goes up, gets his own rebound. His putback won't go.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Have a whistle and a foul.
Everybody's off the mark tonight, and picking up his first foul is going to be Turnbull, but so far nobody's been able to find the hole this evening.
That'll send Hill to the line for the first free throws of the night as we've played almost 3 minutes and no score. Now we've got a score as Hill makes the first. 6'4" senior.
He'll get an opportunity for the second.
Doesn't dribble it, unusual. Makes them both. Full court man pressure now by the Hawks. Kinsler in the backcourt, crosses timeout. He's got Street guarding him. To Irving. Irving had the key. To Reller, right wing. Down under 5 minutes to play, and the entry pass on the wing is deflected out of bounds by Street. Back to Ellsbury. They'll get it free throw line extended, but 4:56 to play here in the first. 2-0 is our score. They get it in the short corner to Turnbull. He'll kick it out to Reller for 3. It's good. Gavin Reller from the left wing. That's a 3-2 lead for Ellsbury. Back come the Hawks. Evans at the point once again. They're playing Street and Harvey on the wings. Hill gets it in the high post now. Kicks it back to Evans. He'll ball fake, penetrate in, hands it off to Street. Street skip pass over to Harvey, left wing. In the high post now to Hill. Hill dribbles, hands off to Evans. He'll shoot the 3. It's money.
Tell you what, nothing but net there from Zach Evans.
From the right wing for Evans. And the lead is back to 2 at 5-3. Here comes Gladney. He likes to penetrate. Hands it off to Turnbull. Turnbull go into paint, kick it out to Irvin. He'll slice down the paint, and they're going to call a block. Nope, they're going to call a charge.
They are.
On Irving.
That'll be his first.
Walker does that a lot. From our angle, looked like he got there a little late that time, though, but he got the call nonetheless. So the Hawks get it back, leading 5-3, down to 4 minutes to play here in the first. Jim Ross, Marianne Everhart, glad to have you with us here at the James A. Wilson Gym. Hill in the high post tries to get it down low, but it's deflected by Turnbull and goes out of bounds. That's where the Hawks will have it, left side of the paint. Lots of energy in the building.
There is, and I tell you what, we have 2 animated coaches in front of us.
That we do. Sometimes I wish we could put a mic on.
Oh, no, I know it. And some I want a mic on, and some I just want a video camera on.
Walker has it right wing now, ahead of key to Harvey. He switched spots with Evans down the post, inside out, back to Evans. The right wing to Harvey. He'll shoot a three ball, in and out, and back in. That hit everything twice, and Harvey gets the three. And the lead grows to 5, biggest of the game for the Hawks. Down to 3:20 to play. Check that. Kinsler penetrates in. His shot off the front of the rim, no good. Evans with the rebound. He'll look to run. Gets it to Hill. He makes a tough catch. Gets to Walker. Kicks it out to Evans. Three-pointer head of the key. Bingo!
Looks like the Hawks are feeling it tonight from behind the arc.
Well, we wondered if they can hit from outside. They've hit 3 3-pointers here in the early going. They lead it 11-3. In the post now to Turnbull. Left block. Guarded by Walker. Head of the key to Irvin. Right wing now to Gladney. He'll shoot the three. It's good. Everybody lighting it up from three-point land. Unbelievable.
Once the first one fell, it seems like everybody found their groove.
5 3-pointers in this game already. We've only played, we haven't quite played 6 minutes. After a slow start, things have picked up. Walker on the left wing, skip pass over to Harvey on the right wing. He'll penetrate in, gets to Hill at the free throw line. He'll go down the paint and running one-handers up and good. Gabby Hill has 4. Hawks haven't missed for a while. Back comes Ellsbury. Kinsler across the timeline now, guarded by Harvey this time. He'll penetrate in, gets it to the glass, up, it won't go. Turnbull with the rebound. His putback's up and good. Kyle Turnbull, the 6'2 sophomore, with his first bucket. And it's 13-8 Hawks. Harvey left wing now. In the short corner to Street. He'll drive. His shot hits nothing. Walker with the loose ball. He puts it up and scores. Right man, right spot there.
Tell you what, Riley Walker has kind of been a force all season here for the Hawks. He plays a little bit of everywhere.
And they're going to call a traveling violation on Kinsler, I believe. Second turnover of the game. Took a little contact, but didn't get the call.
15-8 is our score. Hawks on top, 1:47 to go here in the first quarter.
Evans will walk it across the timeline with 1:40 to play in the first. It's been an up and down pace, been entertaining first quarter actually. Harvey opened for 3, decides not to take it. Dalrymple, who checked in, didn't see him come in.
Along with Kuntz, who has the ball at the top of the key.
That is true. Evans, he's going to fire from 3, and it's way off the mark. Dalrymple with the rebound. Gets it back to Harvey.
And Dalrymple chose to kick it out instead of taking it back up off the glass.
I think he was so shocked that he got it all alone. Evans penetrates in. Spin move, finger roll, up and good. Under pressure that time, but Evans got it to go. Tough shot, but it goes down. Now the lead is 9 at 17-8. Kinsler left wing now to Irving. Irving penetrates in, gives it back to Gladney. Gladney in the corner to Turnbull. He'll shoot the 3 from the corner. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound's going to go off the Hawks. Out of bounds back to Ellsbury with 54 ticks to play in the first.
Walker's going to take a seat as Evan Lagerman comes into the ball game. And it looks like Mason Street's going to return as well. He's going to come in for Harvey.
17-8 our score. Clopton on top. Ellsbury gets it in to Turnbull on the block. He'll go up, reverse layup, up and good.
Nice. He is able to find that lane there and make something out of nothing.
17-10, down to 43 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Evans, right wing now, left wing, I should say, to Kuntz. Kuntz to Street. He'll drive baseline, kicks it out, stolen away by Irvin. He's ahead of the pack. Can Kuntz catch him? He does not, and Irvin makes the layup. About rolled off the front of the rim, but it went down, and it's 17-12. Good 4-point swing for the Indians that time. Down to 18 seconds. Kuntz, left wing now to Evans. Will they play for one?
Now, Jim, we know every time you and I say that, they don't.
Never works, does it? Into Lockman. He'll kick it out to Evans. His 3, short. Dalrymple with the loose ball. He'll throw it up. It won't go. Turnbull gets the rebound, and he's going to be whistled for a travel, but they'll wave that off as that's the end of the first quarter. Your score, the Clopton Hawks, 17. Ellsbury Indians, 12. You're listening to the 96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pogue Ford, Northeast Missouri Title Company, People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, CarQuest Auto Parts, and Spare Time Bowl and Grill.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
contact Matthew at Sailor and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Good first quarter of action, a lot of good long-distance shooting, 5 threes in the quarter by both teams. And Clopton leads at 17-12.
Want to remind you, if you're coming out to the tournament this week, the Bowling Green Student Council will be raffling off an Apple Watch Series 6 in navy blue. Tickets will be available from 5 to 7:30 at each night's games. Prices will be 1 for $5, 5 for $20, and 10 for $40. The winner will be announced on Friday. You do not have to be present to win.
I could use a new Apple Watch.
I tried to tell Corey Buchanan last night that if he wins, he should give it to his favorite broadcasting partner, which is me.
That would be me.
No, me.
Ellsbury has it to start the quarter. We're in the second. They work it around. Reller shoots a 3 from the far corner. It's off the mark. Walker with the rebound. Officials in this first game, Matt Remickle, Phil Yazel, and Dave Sweet. To the hole, Harvey from the right wing won't go. Street with the offensive rebound. His putback's up and good. Street's first bucket of the game, and the lead back to 7. Into Turnbull now. He goes up in a crowd and scores. Man, he's really played well. He played well in the Clopton tournament. Now he's showing some strength as a sophomore here for Ellsbury. Harvey gets it in the high post to Hill on the left elbow. Skips it to Walker, right wing. They work it around the horn now quickly to Evans, far corner now to Harvey. We played a minute in the second, 19-14. Hawks lead it. Right wing Walker now with it. He's not going to shoot a 3 very often. To Harvey. Left wing to Evans. Evans penetrates to the elbow, stops, whips it down low. Too hot to handle for Hill. And goes out of bounds. Just the second turnover. Both teams have taken care of the ball. 2 turnovers each. And Ellsbury will get a chance to cut into this 5-point lead. Kinsler's going to take his time. Street waits for him at the midcourt stripe. He'll dribble to the right wing. And he's going to penetrate in. He's going to run over.
He's going to get called on the
Walker
charge.
Again with the charge.
But you know, Jim, we talked about this a couple different times. Clopton practices that drill.
Oh, yeah.
They practice that in their pregame warm-up, taking those charges. So they're focused on that. And I tell you what, they're making it go every time they can.
I heard one of the Big 12 color guys in a Big 12 broadcast talking about it. Jump stop, jump stop, jump stop. Inside they get it to Street, do the Hawks back to Harvey. Right wing to Evans. He lobs it into Hill on the right block. He gives it back to Harvey on the give and go. Or check that, it was Evans. It wouldn't go. Ellsbury with the rebound. They'll look to push the pace now. Irving into the front court. Kicks it out. Kinsler now open for 3. Check that was Gladney, and he drains a 3-pointer. His second of the night on the assist from Kinsler. And it's 19-17. Indians back in it.
As it quickly became a 2-point game, just like that.
Clopton running the weave. Harvey now gets it in the right block to Hill. He'll get out to the short corner. Now to Harvey, head of the key to Walker. Left wing to Street. Far corner now to Evans. Evans in the post to Hill. A little inside-out action, but Evans moved too far away to shoot the 3. Now they get it to Hill, cutting to the hole. His ball won't go. Walker with the rebound. His putback's no good. He gets his own rebound again to Evans. He'll drive into a crowd, throws it up, and it goes down. From the left block with people hanging all over him, Zach Evans gets it to go, and he's got 10 of the 21. And there's a shot partially blocked on Kinsler, but he's going to be fouled and go to the free throw line and shoot a couple.
Mason Street picking up his first foul of the game and Clopton's first foul. They didn't have a single foul in the first quarter.
Well, you can tell that Ellsbury's been scouted as Kinsler likes to penetrate, and they're doing everything they can to keep him from doing that. He'll get the free throws, though. The first one's good. His first point of the night. He'll get a second as into the game. A number 44. I don't have a number 44, do you?
I don't, but I will have to look it up. I know we've had him, but I have 2 numbers of something else.
Is that the Twelman boy, maybe? He's been hurt, I think. Second free throw goes down for Kinsler. We'll figure that out at halftime. Or maybe during the first timeout. They lob it inside the Hill. Nice pin that time. He shoots an easy layup. Good feed from Evans. They work the high-low game nicely coming from the left wing. It's 23-19. Back comes Kinsler in the post to Turnbull. His baby hook's no good. Walker with the rebound. Nearly throws it away, but gets it back. Up to Evans now. Evans in the front court to Street, far corner. High post now to Harvey. He'll put it on the floor, has it picked off from behind. Now they look to run. They get it ahead to Irving, and he'll slam on the brakes and wait for help. He'll hand it off to who we think is Twellman. He misses everything. And Street scrambles with the loose ball. Up the hill, he'll go in. His shot up and good. Ellsbury not getting back on D as of late. And a little quick 4-0 run stretches the lead back to 25-19 with 4:14 to play here in the half. Irvin at the head of the key now. Left wing. Back to Gladney. Gladney right corner to Irvin. Irving directing some traffic. Still has his dribble. Gets it ahead of the key. 3-ball on the way. It's good. Number 44, we think might be Twellman, hits a 3, and it's 25-22. Evans now in the front court to Harvey. Harvey on the left wing. He's got Hill in the block. Doesn't give it to him. Now he'll get it down to him. See if they'll work a little inside-out game. Skips it out to Walker right wing. Now to Street to Harvey. Harvey left wing to Evans. Lobs it into Hill again. Same spot, same block. He'll back out behind the arc. He can shoot it from 3 to Evans as they work it around the horn. 25-22 our score. Clopton on top. 3:20 to play in the first half. Harvey looks to Evans. Short corner now to Walker. Walker gets it into the post to Evans. To Hill. He'll shoot it from 16. No good. And Harvey's going to be whistled for the over-the-back foul.
He is.
That'll be his first. It's just the team's second. And back into the game for Ellsbury. Reller will return, as will Kuntz and Dalrymple for the Hawks.
That is Twellman, number 44.
I thought that's who it looked like. I think he's been hurt. Caden Kinsler dribbles into trouble, and it's stolen away. Third turnover of the game. They'll look to run up quickly to Kuntz. He'll shoot the layup and score. Tyler Kuntz with his first bucket of the night, and they're just beating Ellsbury down the floor as of late. 27-22. Twellman now ahead of the key to Reller. Reller to Irvin. Irvin penetrates into the right elbow to Reller in the corner. He'll dribble out, picks up a dribble, gets it to Twellman on the block, and there's going to be a foul.
And they're calling it on Gabriel Hill.
Just his first, team's
Second.
third.
Oh, is it? You're right. I hadn't gotten that far yet. I'm used to some of the scorekeepers being quicker than me. Yeah.
Quick on the draw, aren't they sometimes? As Evans will come in, Hill will take a seat. That's just his first foul. Nobody in any foul trouble, although Kinsler does have 2 still in the game, however. On the inbounds, they get it to Turnbull in the short corner. He'll spin to the hole with the left hand up and good. Oh, my, that's pretty. Kyle Turnbull's got 8, and it's 27-24. Clopton can't put Ellsbury away. On the give and go to Evans to the bucket. In and out with the layup on the pass from Harvey. Now Irving has it swatted away from behind, and Clopton gets it back. Then they give it to Turnbull. He steals it, and now we've got a whistle and a foul.
Wayezo calls that one. Want to let you know at the end of the first quarter, Winfield leads Salix in the high school gym 17-2.
Youch. So Twellman will trigger it in for the Indians underneath his own basket, right side of the paint. Gets it in the corner to Kinsler, to Irvin. Irvin penetrates in, finds some space up off the glass and scores. Tough shot, double pump by Bryce Irvin. He's got 4, and the lead is down to 1 at 27-26. 1:40 to play here in the first half. Harvey head of the key, left wing to Evans. Evans to Walker now at the key. On a pick and roll with Dalrymple. He'll penetrate, gets to the short corner, kicks it back to Evans outside the arc. Now back to Walker in the post area to Harvey. He'll go up in a crowd and scores. Daniel Harvey in amongst the trees scores the bucket. It's 29-26. Back comes Kinsler. He gets it to Turnbull in the short corner left side. Skip pass out to Irving, right wing 3 off the mark, no good. Harvey with the rebound. Hawks look to run. They get it ahead, but it's deflected and saved in by Turnbull. Nope, they're going to say he stepped on the sideline. Good hustle.
That was a good
Mr.
hustle.
Turnbull?
By Cody Twellman.
Twellman, wow, Turnbull's, yeah.
Colby Twellman, yeah. He was the one that was flying in here, our direction. got held up there at his bench. And looks like we're going to have a couple more subs as Mason Street returns along with Gabriel Hill. Also coming in for Ellsbury is Eli Gladney as Kinsler will take a seat.
Get him out so he doesn't pick up his third foul here in this final minute of the half. Hawks have it. They lead by 3, 1:05 to play in the half. Street outside the arc now, head of the key to Walker. Walker looks to Evans left wing. Ellsbury in a man-to-man. Harvey on the dribble. Finds Walker sliding to the hole, and his shot's partially blocked, but there's a whistle on a foul. And we'll have to see who it's on. Looks like it's going to be on Gladney. And Riley Walker will walk to the charity stripe for the first time tonight, and he'll get 2 shots. 56 ticks to play in the first. First one's up and good.
Tell you what, Jim, we have a fairly nice crowd on hand tonight, even though the tickets are a little bit on the limited side. It's good to see the ones able to make it out.
They're going to bring Kinsler back into the game for this last 53 seconds. That's a little shocking. Walker makes both free throws. Good free throw shooting by both teams so far. Not a lot of free throws shot as we only have 9 team fouls. 31-26, Hawks lead it. Urban in the far corner for the Indians. Gets it to Reller. His three-pointer is good. Gavin Reller with his second 3 of the night, and it's 31-29. Down to 32 seconds to play. Evans into the front court, hands it off to Harvey on the left wing. To Walker, right wing, near corner now to Evans. They'll try and get it in the post, but it's swatted out by Turnbull. Good defensive play by him to keep it from getting in the post to Hill. As Turnbull will come in and they'll get, or check that, Twelman will come back in and they'll get Kinsler out. And Evans will trigger it in for the Hawks with 23 seconds right side of the paint. He'll look, he's got Harvey. Back to Evans in the deep corner. He ball fakes, dribbles in, pulls up from 16, good. Mid-range jumper, something you don't see a lot of. Evans hits it, and it's 33-29. Let's see if Ellsbury plays for the final shot. Irving still on the dribble, guarded by Evans. Fakes the handoff, gives it to Gladney. Gladney shoots a 3. It's way off the mark, no good. And that'll do it for the first half. Not a very good look for Ellsbury, but a good first half nonetheless. The Hawks go to the locker room on top, 33-29. Our halftime show's next on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gamm at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Well, a good first half here from the middle school. Quick first half as well.
Yeah, we'll take it.
You betcha. Hawks are on top. They led 17-12 in the end of the first quarter. Ellsbury outscored them 17-16 in the second quarter. And man, three-point shooting. Ellsbury's hit 5 threes, and the Hawks have hit 3 threes.
Mm-hmm.
And both teams are perfect from the free throw line, 4 for 4 for the Hawks, 2 for 2 for Ellsbury. Turnovers are 4 apiece.
I was going to say, it was all around.
Can't get much more closer, can it?
It can't, and it was really exciting to watch the two teams. We came out and said, I don't think we've got points on the board until like 5 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. So both teams started a little bit on the slow side, but, man, once they got going, it was raining threes for quite a while.
Very entertaining first half. Both teams will try and make a few adjustments. Nobody in foul trouble. Kensler had 2, but they were able to keep him away from that third. 1 is the most for anybody else, obviously. And so both teams will be full bore ahead in the second half. It's 33-29. The Hawks lead at half. We'll be back with more of the halftime show. We'll give you the scoring after this on Eagle 102.
Area high school basketball from the 96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Brought to you by McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes and Crematory, Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Eastern Missouri Commission Company, Bouquet Florist and Gift Shop, and Jesse Owens Heating and Air.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MercBK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
I got to turn the mics on.
There's one way to keep me quiet.
Well, yeah, no, I would never do that.
Yeah, right. Let's take a look at the scoring after this good first half of action. First for Ellsbury. They're led by Kyle Turnbull with 8-6 each for Gavin Reller and Eli Gladney, 4 for Bryce Irving, and 2 for Caden Kensler, their leading scorer. So Clopton's done a really good job. As we said earlier, 2 for 2 from the line for Ellsbury. Also, Cody Twellman, 3. I got to remember he had that three-pointer.
He did have that big three-pointer.
And he is, he's wearing 44, isn't he? He's way up here. He had 20 on my
on the sheets that we had gotten.
Yeah, so I can get him up here where I don't forget him. Don't want to forget Mr.
Twellman.
Mr. Twellman. Cody, right? Is that
Colby?
Colby Twellman. Okay, yeah. That's on the sheet. That's right.
Yeah, you got that part right.
I'll get with it. I'll be good in the second half, promise. For the Hawks, they were led by Zach Evans. He hit 3 threes. He had 12. 2 threes, I should say. He had 12. 8 for Gabriel Hill. 5 for Daniel Harvey. 4 for Riley Walker. And 2 each for Mason Street and Tyler Kuntz. 4 for 4 from the line for the Hawks. 4 turnovers for each club. Biggest lead of the night was 9 so far for the Hawks. Ellsbury led by 1 early. And as we said, Eli Gladney, Gavin Reller have hit 2 threes apiece. Evans has hit 2 threes, and Daniel Harvey and Colby Twellman have chimed in with 3. So we questioned where and whether either of these teams were going to find their outside scoring. They shut us up right away, didn't they?
And I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Those are the times I don't mind being wrong.
Absolutely. It was entertaining as heck.
That was fun. Before we wrap up the Cellular Satellite Center halftime report, let's recap what happened last night in girls action so we can set up tomorrow night for you. The first games of the night, number 1 Clopton defeated number 8 Louisiana 58-21. Number 4 Silas got past number 5 Van Far 37-26. Ellsbury, the number 2 seed, they had a challenging evening against number 7 North Callaway, but held on to win by 4, 30-26. And then our upset of the evening, number 6 Bowling Green defeated number 3 Winfield 43-32.
Bobcat Magic. Bobcat Magic.
We've heard you say that a lot this week. Actually, then that sets up semifinal action on the championship side of the bracket tomorrow night. Number 1 Clopton will take on number 4 Silex at 5 o'clock in the high school gym. And at 7 o'clock in the high school gym, number 2 Ellsbury facing number 6 Bowling Green. On the consolation side of the bracket at 5 o'clock in the middle school gym, number 8 Louisiana will face number 5 Van Far, and then the 7 o'clock game, number 7 North Callaway will take on number 3 Winfield. Do remind you, if you are not aware, games will not start early this week because they are clearing out the gyms between each game. So don't get here too early if you're coming for a late game.
In fact, I don't think they'll let you in for the second game
until like 6:35 or something.
Yeah, so they've got a time, 6:35, 6:45, something like that. So, yeah, no point unless you just want to sit in the car and listen to us. That's okay.
That's okay. We will take that as well.
We're on the radio. We're online.
KJFMradio.com.
We're on Alexa.
We're on Alexa, and we're on the KJFM Eagle 102 app.
Yeah, that too.
There you go.
So if you want to listen to us or see us, and if you've got something electronic that works, chances are you're going to be able to find us.
We have you covered no matter where you are. Remember, we are streaming every video of every game, this entire tournament. You can find that link on our website at kjfmradio.com, or you can visit our YouTube page.
33-29, our score at half. The Hawks lead it. Don't run away. Second half's next on Eagle 102.
Every game, every night of this year's Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Brought to you by Calumet of Missouri, Calvin's Restaurant, Ann Lane Boutique, Shelter Insurance, Frank Wallace, agent, and MASH.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
Well, what do they have in store for us in the second half, Marianne?
I think we're probably going to see a lot more of what we saw in the first. I think we're going to see a lot of that outside shooting. I think Clapton's still trying to look to feed the ball inside to Gabriel Hill and Riley Walker where they get the opportunity. But, as you mentioned before, Ellsbury kind of collapses down in there and it's giving them some problems. But we'll see what adjustments Coach Tony Francis and Coach Caleb Johnson made in the locker rooms.
Ellsbury's got to get Caden Kinsler going. The Hawks have the ball to start the second half. Both teams with their original starting lineups back in the game, and we're underway. Evans with it to Walker. They whip it around left wing, now into the post area to Hill. Hill traveled. Got a little bump from behind, drug the pivot foot, and the first turnover of the second half, just the fifth of the game on the Hawks. So Ellsbury getting the chance to cut into this 4-point lead. Irving now dribbles, looks for some help, tries to backdoor pass it, but he throws it off the heel of Street. Hawks ahead the other way, ahead to Street. He'll get it to Hill, right block. He should have gone up, but he doesn't. Kicks it outside to Walker. Now they'll get it in the corner to Hill. He'll shoot the three. He said, heck with that 2-footer. I'm going to shoot it at 19-footer.
I was going to say, we talked a little bit about that in the pregame, that he's very effective underneath the basket, but boy, he can let those three flies.
Turnbull tries to penetrate in, has the ball, knocks loose. It's still loose on the floor, bodies everywhere, and now we're going to have a foul.
Oh, they're going to call a foul on Daniel Harvey.
Yeah, it was a scrum half right here in front of us. Impossible to describe, man. You got to love it as coaches. You got 3 and 4 and 5 players on the floor after that is getting with it.
That's some exciting basketball right there.
Kinsler on the dribble, dribbles it off his foot. It's loose. Another scrum half. It's going to be Hill and Irving as they tie up. And they give a look to each other as Hill tried to grab a hold of Irving's foot. Hill's about a head taller than Irving. And Irving looked at him like, what's going on here?
I'm not going to lie. I saw Hill reaching there. I just happened to have the right angle. He may have wrapped up his legs there. I was starting to pick him up a little bit, and I think maybe the referee said a little bit of something to him.
Well, on the alternating arrow, Ellsbury gets it. On a pick and roll with Turnbull. Kinsler has it, right wing now to Gladney, and now we've got a whistle away from ball, and that's going to go on Walker as he had a hold of Turnbull.
And that's going to be his second foul. Quick update from the other gym at the half. Winfield leads Silex 36-9.
Kinsler triggered in, gets it to Turnbull in the near corner. We can't hardly see him. He gets it to the block now, back to Urban. He'll penetrate, fakes the spin to Reller. Reller dribbles to the head of the key, out to Gladney. Gladney now to Urban. Urban guarded by Hill. That's a mismatch. They get it to Kinsler. He tries to split the double team, stolen by Harvey. Kinsler just trying to press too much, not letting the game come to him. Harvey open from three, had the key. It's long off the mark. Urban with the rebound. He'll look to run. Pushes it up the left sideline, headed off by Street. Now to Kinsler. He'll shoot the three. Money. Caden Kinsler. Maybe that'll get him on track to see a ball go in the hole sometimes, and that gets you going. His first field goal of the night, he's got 5, and it's a 4-point game, 36-32. Hawks still lead it. Evans guarded by Irving on a pick and roll with Hill. Whips it to the far sideline to Harvey. Harvey whips it back to Evans. He's open from 3. It's off the back of the rim. No good. Turnbull with the rebound for Ellsbury. He'll look to push the pace. Comes ahead, stops, avoids the charge, but misses the layup. Walker waiting for him, but he couldn't get the finger roll to go, and the Hawks head the other way. Evans, right wing. Inside now to Harvey in the short corner. He'll shoot it from 10. It's good. High arching shot that time by Daniel Harvey. Drains it, and it's a 6-point lead, and Coach Caleb Johnson wants a timeout. We'll step aside as well. 38-32, Hawks lead it. You're listening to the 96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Evans Insurance Agency, Silex Banking Company, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Daily life is a bit different right now than what we're used to, but let's remember that this too shall pass and try to find ways to keep positive, help others in need, spend quality time with family, exercise, pray, do something that helps you feel empowered and moving forward. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, praying for good to come out of trials.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Browns Processing, and Bank of Louisiana.
Out of the timeout, Ellsbury has it. No subs during that timeout. That's a little bit unusual.
It is a little bit unusual.
Kinsler with it, left wing now to Reller. Hawks still in a man-to-man. That's all they've played all night. Reller now gets it to Turnbull. He'll get to the block. Walker took a dive that time, didn't get the call, but Turnbull couldn't get the bucket to go. Evans with the rebound into the front court now to Hill. Left wing 3. Good.
Back-to-back threes from Hill.
One from each side, and the lead back to 9, matching the biggest of the night for the Hawks. Ellsbury penetrates in. It's going to go off of Walker, I believe, out of bounds.
Well, as Kinsler was trying to pass inside, and it got kind of almost kicked and went off Walker's leg out of bounds.
Kinsler to throw it in. Gets it to Gladney. Gladney in the far corner, drives baseline, nothing doing there. To Turnbull. Turnbull penetrates in. He'll up and under. It's no good. Can't get it to go again. Harvey with the rebound. Hawks can stretch this to double figures. Evans to Hill on the right elbow. He puts it on the floor, spins into the paint. His shot's partially blocked, but we've got a whistle and a foul. I think that's going to be on Gladney.
It is. His second.
And Hill will go to the line to shoot a couple of free throws. He's 2 for 2 so far tonight from the free throw line. He's got 14. 2 threes in the second half. First free throws in and out, no good. Kuntz will come in now.
He'll come in for Street.
Tyler, the 6-foot sophomore. 41-32. Ellsbury got to within 2. Clopton stretched it back out. He makes the free throw. It's a 10-point lead now for the Hawks at 42-32. They didn't ever put the point up. That went in, didn't it?
It did.
There it is.
So Dalrymple checks in for Hill.
Kinsler into the front court. Just trying to penetrate. His shot's partially blocked by Harvey, but he'll be whistled for the foul.
Kinsler will have a chance to head to the free throw line. As you mentioned, he had the only free throw shots in the first half for Ellsbury.
He'll get 2 here. They got to try and bring a pick or something to try and free him up, or get him to run through some picks to free him up, because he's having trouble finding open looks. He'll get the free throws, though, and the first one rattles around and drops. And he'll get the second.
Mason Street returning to the basketball game now for Harvey.
Harvey will leave with 3 fouls. Kinsler with the second. It's on the way. It's good. He's a strong kid. Did he play football? I can't remember. Got big guns on him. I know that.
I feel like no, but don't hold me to that.
He's a baseball player. Really
he
good
is a baseball player.
Back come the Hawks. Dalrymple left wing to Evans. Into the post to Walker. A little give and go with Evans. He'll slash to the hoop. Scores the layup from the left side with the right hand. Evans has got 14, and it's back to 10-point lead for the Hawks. In the near corner, Irving. Irving's going to penetrate into the paint. Whips it out to Gladney in the far corner to Reller. Can't get it in the post area. Now working around the horn to Irving. Irving spins to the hole. His shot up and good.
That's a nice spin move in the paint there by Irving.
Boy, it was, wasn't it? Back come the Hawks. Evans, he's got a lane to the hoop. He'll put it off the glass. It won't go. Gladney with the rebound. No look to push, will the Indians, to Kinser. Kinser gets to the block, pulls up from 10. No good. Kuntz with the rebound. He'll kick it off. You can see that the Hawks are trying to take charges every time Kinsler goes to the hole. Last two trips, the referees haven't bought it. They run the weave, do the Hawks. Dalrymple tries to force it inside, but it's deflected by Gladney. Goes out of bounds. Back to the Hawks.
Hill's going to check back in the basketball games, give Evans a little bit of a breather here with 3:18 to go in the third.
Walker will trigger it in bounds on the paint right side of the lane. Throws it outside the arc to Hill, right corner now to Street. Hill drive baseline, kicks it to Dalrymple, back to Hill.
Oh, I thought Hill was going to pull up for another three.
He penetrates in. His shot's up, no good, but he's going to be fouled from behind, I believe. We'll see who that was. I think it may have been Gladney.
And that's his third.
And back to the charity stripe goes Gabriel Hill. He'll get 2. Down to 3:08 to play here in the third. First one's off the mark.
Colby Twellman checking back in the basketball game now for Gladney. As we mentioned, he has picked up his third foul.
He brought a little energy to the Indians in the first half. See if he can replicate that here in the third. Hill's second's good, so he's 2 for 4 the last 2 trips. And it's 45-36 Hawks. 3:05 to play in the third quarter. Gladney, as they kind of clear out and they get it into Turnbull, and Walker didn't get the whistle over the back and steals the ball. Now he calls timeout. 45-36, Hawks lead at 2:55 to play in the third. You're listening to the 96th Annual in Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Hayden's Motorsports Center, Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, Penrod Real Estate, and Clint Bowen Construction.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
Hawks have it out of the timeout. Ellsbury waits. Looks like they're going to play his own this trip down. Hill has it in the far corner. He'll shoot the 3 from there again. This time it's off the mark. Twellman with the rebound and then throws away the outlet pass, but Kuntz stepped on the inline.
Well, that's one of those ones where it was a little closer than he expected.
So Ellsbury will maintain possession with 2:38 to play in third. They need a bucket in the worst way. Here comes a little full court man pressure by the Hawks. Kind of a token pressure. Irving now on the push, guarded by Kuntz. Left wing to Reller. He'll get it to the block to Twellman. Or to Turnbull. He gets it to Twellman. His shot's no good, but there's a whistle and a foul.
Colby Twellman was on the receiving end, I think not 1 but 2 hacks, as Riley Walker is going to pick up his third foul and send Twellman to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Riley Walker and Colby Twellman candidates for the Jim Ross All-Hair team. And I don't advocate long hair like that, so we're going to have a little fun with it, right? Twellman's first free throw won't go.
I noticed that Daniel Harvey decided he would be part of that and cut his hair early in the season.
He was in the running early on, but it didn't last long. Twellman's second free throw is good. He's 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. And that's an 8-point lead for the Hawks, 45-37. Down to 2:20 to play here in the third. Walker, far corner. Looks inside, now gets it to Dalrymple between the circles, left wing to Kuntz in the corner now to Street. Street drives into the paint, goes up from 8, no good. Walker on the offensive glass again. His putback's up and good. He's that guy that likes to do the dirty work for the Hawks, and he's really good at it. And the lead's now 10, the biggest of the game for the Hawks. Kinsler penetrates in, but we've got a whistle and a foul on the drive.
I believe Mason Street's picking up his second foul of the night. It'll be the 15th foul as Zach Evans checks in for Dalrymple.
1:57 to play in the third. 10-point lead for the Hawks. Kinsler to throw it in. Gets it to Reller in the corner. To Twellman, left wing to Irvin. Irvin crossover dribble, tries to penetrate. Good D by Evans. Back to Twellman. He thinks about letting the three go, but decides against it.
Well, you're going to have to shoot over top of Gabriel Hill, too. And he's not a short guy by any means.
Irving hands it to Reller. He'll drive into the paint. He's in trouble, looks for help, gets it back to Irvin. Irvin crosses it over to the free throw line. We've got a whistle and a hand check foul on Evans. His first.
His first is really more of a little extra body contact there.
Might want to also mention that Colby Twellman in the running for the all-shoe team.
Oh, is he now?
Well, look at him.
I see them, but I didn't know what the criteria was going to be for the Jim Ross.
This is the first guys I've seen this tournament, so, I'm just getting my list together. Like for the end of the year view from the baseline, right?
I'm looking forward to it.
Twellman, check that. Turnbull and gets it to Twellman. Twellman in the block. He's going to spin the whole head fakes, gets Hill in the air. And it won't go. Almost went over the top of the backboard, then almost dropped. Hawks with the rebound. Evans into the front court now to Kuntz on the right wing. Back to the head of the key to Walker. Walker left wing to Evans into the block to Hill. Oh, nice move to the hole. It's up good. Count the bucket and the foul. Gave a nice head fake to the paint and drop step to the bucket and score the basket. And he'll get an and one opportunity here. And that'll stretch Clopton's lead to the biggest of the night.
Gabriel Hill, big numbers. And he had 8 in the first, and he already has 10 here in the second.
Can't get the free throw to drop. Foul was on Kyle Turnbull, his second. Turnbull has it in the front court for the Indians. Now he's looking for help as he's picked up his dribble. And he'll throw it too tall for Irvin, and Irvin's going to save it before it goes back court. And Coach Caleb Johnson calls timeout. 49-37, 12-point lead for the Hawks. 47 ticks to play here in the third. You listen to the 96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Area high school basketball from the 96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Brought to you by Liggins Flooring, Pow Pow Cattle Farms and Fencing, Craig's Truck and Tractor Service, Lynn's Heritage House, and Rawls County Mutual Insurance.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank and Bowling Green Tractor.
49-37, 12, the biggest lead of the game for either club. Ellsbury led by 1 early and haven't led since. Got it down to within 2, but the Hawks have stretched it back out now.
I'm enjoying watching Coach Tony Francis give Philly Yazel a hard time down here along the baseline as they're working on the inbounds plays.
I can only imagine what that conversation was about.
At least they're all smiles.
Irving out of the timeout has it, gets it to Gladney. He'll shoot the three, left wing, in and out, no good. Kuntz with the rebound for the Hawks. Down to 35 to play in the third with the 12-point lead. Walker's going to back it out now near the center court circle. And we'll see if they want to hold for one. They'll take a layup if they get it, I'm guessing. Evans now left wing with 19. Ahead of the key to Kuntz. Now with 15 to Walker. To Evans at the top of the key. To Street. Street's going to penetrate in, go to the glass, shoot the layup, up and good.
You called it. He found the hole, was able to get it there. And now Kinsler comes back the other direction.
His shot short at the buzzer, and that'll do it for the third quarter. The Hawks stretch it out here in the third. They lead at 51-37. Fourth quarter's next on Eagle 102.
Every game, every night of this year's Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Brought to you by Wood Smoked Meats, Mike's Tire and Service Center, the Mercantile Bank, County Market in Vandalia, and McDingers.
Need a little good news in your life? State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Missouri, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock at an even better price. Call me today at 573-754-5575. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets, but it's only one part of a comprehensive retirement strategy. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture so you can work toward meeting your unique retirement goals. Contact me, Kayla Caldwell, your Edward Jones financial advisor, at 2604 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
High School Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Vicky Cadwallader, Real Estate and Perkins Electrical Service.
Hawks will have it to start the fourth, leading 51-37. They'll shoot free throws the rest of the way. And the Hawks only have, or check that, Ellsbury will shoot free throws the rest of the way, so that'll give them a chance to score some points without the clock running. Street drives baseline, nobody stops him again, and he'll shoot the layup. That's 2 in a row for Mason Street. He's got 6. You got to stop the ball on defense. Irving open from the corner for 3 for Ellsbury. In and out, no good. They were going in the first half, not so much here in the second for the Indians. Back come the Hawks. Evans, left wing, had the key to Harvey, and he traveled. Just the second turnover of the second half for the Hawks. 6th for the game. Ellsbury's done a good job. They've only turned it over 7 times. But the Hawks, with an 18-8 scoring advantage in the third, have stretched this out to a commanding lead. Reller now picks up his dribble, gets it to Gladney. Gladney's going to penetrate in. Back to Irving. He's open for 3. Now he's going to penetrate in. He's going to be fouled by Hill.
Yeah, Gabriel Hill went up to try to get the block, but you could see the contact as he went up, and it's going to send Irving to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
A 16-point lead for the Hawks. And Irving will make his first trip to the free throw line tonight. He'll get 2. First one's on its way, in and out, no good. He'll get a second.
Yeah, free throw shooting was perfect in the first half for both teams, and so far tonight, not going so well for him in the second half.
Irving with the second. It's off the mark as well. Walker with the rebound for the Hawks. Head to Evans. Evans into the front court now, waits for the guards. And they'll set it up with 7 minutes to play in the ball game, leading by 16. Hill back to Walker, now to Harvey. Harvey to Evans, left wing, short corner now to Street. Back to Harvey. Now to Evans, left corner. He's open for 3. Good.
He won another tray on the night. He had 2 in the first.
And he's got 17. Irving drives in. It's a charge. Ran over the top of Hill. And things falling apart for the Indians here in the second half.
And Gabriel Hill gets up with all smiles that he got the call.
Bet he did.
Because I tell you what, I think he was a little nervous that he was about to pick up his 3rd foul of the night. Here comes some full court defense from the Indians.
They get it into Harvey, back to Walker. Walker to Evans with 6:30. 19-point lead for the Hawks. 56-37. They led by 4 at half. Ball's deflected out to Walker at the center court stripe. He'll hand it off to Evans, and they'll reset things.
Jim, don't you think the big key here is that Kinsler has not gotten hot at all tonight
yeah,
for
they've
Ellsbury?
done a great job on him. They've shut him down, and everything runs through him pretty much for Ellsbury. And he has been bottled up all night. Ball's loose on the floor. It's still loose as Harvey got it knocked away. Now the Hawks get it back. Harvey will have it. Drives to the short corners. Blocked by Turnbull. And he'll corral the loose ball. Coach Caleb Johnson wants them to run. They got to hurry. 3 ball by Kinsler. Short. Long rebound out to Hill. He'll throw it ahead, but he's going to travel. Got his feet tangled up a little bit as he was trying to get it ahead to a streaking Street. But he traveled. And the Indians will get it back with 5:42 to play here in the game. Forget we'll have 2 more games for you. We will go, Marianne and I will go strictly to the video in the second game as the ball goes into the post to Turnbull, and there's a whistle on the foul.
And from his reaction, it looks like Riley Walker. No, yep. Riley Walker's picking up another foul. That is his 4th.
That it is. Mark will have the 4-5 matchup with radio and video. Louisiana and Bowling Green. That should be a doozy. They played an overtime game already this year. And Marianne will stay here on video. Marianne and I will stay here on video.
Where are you going?
I may just watch you on video.
No, I don't think so.
The 3rd seed North Callaway Thunderbirds in the Van Far innings. That should be a fun game, too. Both teams like to run up and down. Back here, it's the Hawks. All Hawks in the second half as Turnbull's first free throw is good. He'll get a second, his first free throw of the night.
Down to 5:35 to go here in this basketball game.
Turnbull, a 6'2 sophomore. The second one rattles in and out. Evans with the rebound for the Hawks. They're in no hurry now as they lead by 18, 56-38. Kuntz has it left wing now to Evans. Evans back to Kuntz. Skip past to Harvey, right wing. He'll lob it inside to Hill. He makes the catch on the block, puts it up and scores.
I think they're trying to find to get Hill a dunk here. That's what I keep looking at.
Nice, good pin job by Hill as Kinsler spins the hole. It won't go. And the Hawks with the rebound. He's just frustrated. They've got him frustrated, and he's forcing things. Harvey goes into the paint. He'll pull up from 8. No good. Turnbull with the rebound for Ellsbury. He'll push the pace. Gets it to the block. And he throws up a wild shot. It won't go as Evans tried to take the charge, and Turnbull wasn't expecting him to fall down. And then he just shot it as he was caught in no man's land.
Yeah, he didn't want to come down on Evans.
Backdoor cut from Street, feed from Harvey. His layup's up and good. Street's got that layup from that side down, and Coach Caleb Johnson's going to call a timeout. It's all Hawks. They lead at 60-38, 4:31 to play in the game. You're listening to Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Elisha Koenig, RE/MAX Realty Agent, Midwest Heating and Cooling, Spring Valley Accounting, and Advanced Eye Care.
Show off your school pride today with the Bulldog Debit Card from Bank of Louisiana. Every time you use your Bulldog Debit Card, Bank of Louisiana will make a donation to the Louisiana School District. Stop by the bank today and get your new Bulldog Debit Card so you can start supporting the teachers and students with every swipe. The Bulldog Debit Card from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
60-38, Marianne. Holy smokes. Ellsbury's only scored 1 point in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
9-1 run for the Hawks. Hawks outscored them 18-8 in the third.
Well, and really right now, the Hawks are in that mode where everything is going right for them. They're getting the lobs down low, and the boys are being able to take it to the basket hard, and Ellsbury just doesn't have an answer for that right now.
They do not. Starting lineup in for Clopton. It'll be Turnbull, Twellman, Irving, Kinsler, and where's the fifth player? Must be hiding down there in the corner.
He is.
I can't see him. Gladney's over there. Kinsler picks up his dribble, gives it to Turnbull. He's outside the arc in the right corner. He'll try and back Evans down, loses his footing, and it's a try.
You know, really watching Turnbull play here in this basketball game, Jim, he's just a sophomore, and I think if he continues the path he's on, he's going to be outstanding by the time he's a senior.
Good learning experience going against two senior big guys in Evans and Hill. He knows what he's got what he needs to turn out to be because those are two quality players. Hawks get it in and gets the full court pressure by Ellsbury. Harvey into the front court. Irving all over him. He'll hand it off. Now they'll work it into the deep corner to Street. He's going to penetrate into the paint from the left side up and scores. Layup. That's 4 layups for Street in this second half.
I think Mason Street was just getting a little jealous because everybody else was kind of getting some numbers on the board, and he decided he wanted to get in on the fun as well.
Harvey's going to pick up his 4th foul, however, as Kinsler tried to penetrate. And he'll go to the line and shoot 1-on-1 as that's the 9th team foul on the Hawks. Ellsbury with just 4 team fouls. First free throws off the mark. Walker with the rebound for Clopton. Up the street. He'll slow things down to Walker, now at the center court stripe. 3:45 to play in the game. It's a Hawk runaway here in the second half, and Street's going to go to the hole that time, and Irvin's going to take the charge.
Yeah, Street picks up his 3rd foul of the night.
Well, they let him go to the hole 4 times without getting there. That time Irving stepped in, took the charge. And it's 62-38. Kinser on the dribble looking for some space. Can't find anything. They're doubling him every chance they get. Irving penetrates, spin to the glass, up off the glass, it won't go. Hawks with the rebound. Harvey into the front court to Hill at the top of the key. Fakes a handoff, right wing now to Street. Down to 3:15 to play in the ball game. Walker has it now and gets it to Evans. Walker cutting to the basket back door. His shot's no good, but we've got a whistle and a foul.
So Walker's going to head to the charity stripe. He was there early in the second quarter.
Foul's going to go on Turnbull, I believe, his third. And Riley Walker, the 6'1 senior, will get a couple of free throws for his efforts. First one's up and good. He'll get a second. 63-38. Holy smokes, this was a 4-point game at half, folks. Second free throw won't go. And Ellsbury gets it back. Irving in the right corner to Gladney. Gladney in the mid-post to Turnbull, back to Irving. He'll shoot the three off the front of the rim. No good. Evans with the rebound. They'll pass it ahead to Walker. They've got a little break. Walker goes around to the glass. It won't go. Hill with the offensive rebound. His putback's no good. Gladney with the rebound. Check that Kinser. He'll push it up the floor for Ellsbury. Stops in the paint. No good. Turnbull with the rebound. He'll go up in a crowd, and he's going to be fouled.
I think they're going to call that on Zach Evans. That'll be his second. Nope, they're calling on Mason Street. I'm sorry.
Fourth. Turnbull will go back to the line. Sorry. It is Street. So Walker with 4, Street with 4, Harvey with 4. It's a moot point, as it's been all Hawks. As Turnbull drains his first free throw, he'll get a second. Just the second point in the fourth quarter for Ellsbury. Make it 3 as Kyle makes the second free throw. And it's 63-40. Hill on the right wing to Walker. Left wing to Street. Gets to Evans in the block. Back to Street as he cuts the glass up and good. Good give and go that time. That's something they've added since the Clopton tournament. It's worked well tonight. Kinser forces a shot again. It won't go. Walker with the rebound for the Hawks. To Evans. Evans on the move. Hands it to Street. Back to Walker. Down to 2:05 to play in the game. 25-point lead for the Hawks. In the post to Harvey. He's triple teamed. Gets it to Hill. He'll put it up and score. Hill has filled up the score sheet in the second half.
Yes, he has.
As I'm running out of room. Now a turnover by Ellsbury. Harvey with the steal. He'll get it to Street. His layup's up. It won't go, but there's a whistle and a foul.
So he'll make his first trip to the free throw line this evening.
And the foul will be on
Gladney. That's his fourth.
I think that's correct. So to the charity stripe is the 6'2 junior, Mason Street. Missed all of last year with an injury. And I'm sure he's tickled pink to be back on the hardwood.
He is. It looks like Evans, Hill, and Walker all come out as Logman, Dalrymple, and Kuntz come into the basketball game.
Street's had a good game as well. His second one is good. 12 in the second half, 14 for the game for Mason Street. Reller for 3. It's going to hit nothing. And Dalrymple will save it from going out of bounds. He'll get it to Harvey. We're down to 1:30 to play in the game. Harvey looks to get up through a double team. Does into the front court now. And they'll set things up. Street on the wing, right corner to Kuntz. Kuntz to Dalrymple between the circles, left wing to Street. He spins, goes to the hole, decides not to shoot it to Logman. Logman to Kuntz outside the arc, now to Street. Street on the left wing to the corner to Harvey. Harvey skips it far side, and it's deflected and stolen away by Reller. Reller waits for some help as the defense got back. He gives it to Gladney. He'll shoot the three, and it's nothing but net. His third 3 of the night. He's got 9, but it's going to be too little too late for the Indians. We're under a minute to play, and the Hawks in command, 69-43. A little bit of a surprise to me, actually.
Oh, based on the first half, absolutely.
Hawks working it around, trying to burn a little clock here in the late going. Kuntz is going to go to the hole, and it's going to be blocked and out of bounds. And Gladney probably got away with his
with a foul.
Fifth foul. Harvey to throw it in with 32 seconds. He'll get it into Lagerman. He'll back up behind the arc, give it back to Harvey in the corner. He holds it above his head, now puts it on the floor, tries to get to street, cutting back door, stolen away by Irving, and it's swatted out of bounds by the Hawks. And Ellsbury will have it at the 28-foot mark in the front court with 22 ticks to play in the game. On the inbounds, they'll get it to Turnbull in the far corner. He'll penetrate in the paint, go up, hits his layup, won't go, gets his own rebound, put back up and good. Turnbull with a nice night for the Indians as well. They'll get it in with 6 seconds, and Coach Johnson says don't foul. They get it into the front court, and they'll let them run it out. That's going to do it. The Hawks advance 69-45. Your postgame show is next on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Bowling Green Insurance is here to serve all your insurance needs. Bowling Green Insurance offers companies to cover your farm, home, auto, and crop needs. Give Bowling Green Insurance a call today to get a quote. 573-324-CROP.
This is Tracy Brookshire with the Pike County Health Department. With community transmission cases increasing in Pike County, it's becoming more difficult for healthcare providers to contact positive cases the same day these results are received. The state of Missouri has mandated that we prioritize first the investigations for school exposures, individuals 65 years and older, and cases associated with long-term care facilities. Those that do not fall into those categories will likely experience a delay in initial contact. Therefore, we have made some changes with our calling procedures to help streamline and make our calls more efficient. It is critical that if you have received a positive result or know you have been exposed to someone with COVID-19, you need to begin a 14-day quarantine starting from when your symptoms began or the last day of exposure to the positive case. Your patience awaiting your initial call from our office is very much appreciated. Visit our dedicated COVID page on our website, PikeCountyHealth.org, for more information.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
69-45, the Hawks advance to the semifinal round on Thursday night. And they'll play the winner of the North Callaway Van Far game. And Marianne, it was a interesting game, a 4-point game at half.
As I said, the first half was an absolutely outstanding game, really exciting to watch, back and forth, a great game in the second half. Well, that was a whole other story. As Clopton came out hot in the second half, so built up a big lead, and boy, they never even gave it another glimpse.
Back-to-back 18-8 quarters for the Hawks, and that blew this thing wide open, and they advance on. Ellsbury will drop into the consolation bracket at 5 o'clock in the middle school right back here. Clopton will be in the high school gym, and Ellsbury will face the loser of the North Callaway Van Far game. Let's take a break. We'll come back and run down the scoring for you, and then we'll wrap things up. We'll go back to the station for a little bit, and then about a quarter till 6:45, we'll have the pregame both here and over at the high school, and Mark will have radio and video, and Marianne will just have video, and I will just have video. So we'll take a break. You're listening to the 96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Area high school basketball from the 96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Brought to you by Bolin Chevrolet, Community State Bank of Missouri, Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, and La Crosse Lumber Company.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and All Parts.
Hawks advance 69-45 over Ellsbury, the 2 seed. Let's take a look at the scoring first for the Indians of Ellsbury. They're led by Kyle Turnbull with 13, 7 for Caden Kinsler. He never got on track. That was, in my opinion, key to the game.
You're 100% correct.
The good job the Hawks did on him defensively. 9 for Eli Gladney, 6 apiece for Gavin Reller and Bryce Irving, 4 for Colby Twellman. The Indians were 8 for 12 from free throw line, and they turned it over 10 times. The only time they led was early. They led by 1. They got it to within 2 in the third quarter, but that's as close as they got as the Hawks really stretched things out in the second. Hawks had a couple 3 players in double figures, led by Gabriel Hill with 22, Zach Evans with 17, Mason Street with 14, 7 each for Daniel Harvey and Riley Walker, and 2 for Tyler Kuntz. Hawks were 8 for 13 from the charity stripe. They turned it over 10 times. So they'll advance on, as we said, against the winner of the next game between North Callaway and Van Far. Marianne, your final thoughts about this first one?
Well, the first half of the game was absolutely outstanding.
Did you get a score from Silence?
I did. Okay. We'll get to that in just a second. Cool. I thought that first half was really setting a tone. I thought, man, we were going to be for a back and forth game here in the second half. But keeping Kinsler off track all night long. I mean, he couldn't even hit the ones in the paint. Hawks kind of got in his head a little bit, I think. And when you take him out of the mix, it's a long night for the Indians. And so I think they're going to have to do a little refocusing if they're going to meet up against against Van Far or North Callaway in the semifinals, because I think they had the potential to have a very good team to compete for a trophy here at the tournament, but they're going to have to get on track.
Without a doubt.
The final from the Winfield-Silex game, Winfield defeated Silex 71-31.
That's going to do it from the middle school gym. Like I say, we'll take a break, go back to the station for a bit, and we'll be back with pregame. Mark will be back with the pregame on the radio from the middle school or from the high school gym in a big matchup between Louisiana and Bowling Green, the 4-5 seeds. Marianne and I'll have the North Callaway Van Far game in video only. Glad you joined us. Final score at Clopton 69, Ellsbury 45. We'll see you in about 30 minutes.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio. You're listening